Welcome to Jank Play TCG. My name's Landon, and here we play Jank. And, awesome. Everything seems to be working, which is great news. Doop, 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 doop. How are you all doing? Sophie, you don't need to do that. Yeah. Hope you are doing well. My neck is doing okay. Those of you in the Discord know that I got many shots in the neck on Monday. My neck seems to mostly have recovered from the stress of all those shots and the soreness and all that stuff. But, you know, it's still my neck. So, yeah. Let's see, what do we want to talk about? I think that is a decent question for people. So we'll start the poll there. And we'll see how this goes. But I'm here just going to be playing some jank stuff and have some fun and eat lunch. It's a little late for lunch, but I need to eat, so. Do you want to go first? Yes. Hi, Sophie. Come on in. Okay. Oof, that's a rough start for us. I really don't like that start. We can attach a psychic energy and see what happens, but like yeah, it's rough. We are going to Ultra Ball, await Evil, and Sophie, do you want in or out? Which one? I'm gonna say an Academy at Night. And with that, we are going to grab Type Null. And enter. I'll be curious to see what my opponent has. No, Sophie. For those of you that don't know, my dog Sophie. She's in here with me. She's usually here for my streams and a lot of my recordings. And she really wants my quesadillas. She has gotten so many treats today. So many people have given her treats. And yet she is whining for food. I don't get it. Whatever. But hey everyone, let me know if you are interested, if you are wanting to work your way towards the next year's Worlds. Let me know. I got a poll running on YouTube. I would be super interested to know this information. And we get a second Type Null. Okay. Play Silvally. We'll play Crushing Hammer. Heads, beautiful. Get rid of that lightning energy there. Play down Academy at Night. Then call a buddy. And we are going to get... What can Team Rocket Petrol get us? Secret box won't do anything. It won't be able to get us an energy. The only thing that will is Hilda. And I guess that's what I'll grab, is a Hilda. Hopefully next turn, I can get Brock scouting, and let me get 2 more Pokemon out, you know? What do we get here? We've got Brave Bengal. That can be thrown on to just about anything, just to get it out of hand so we can use Sil Valley. Okay. Not a great hand, but not a bad hand. I can fill up my bench nice and full and get a knockout with Iono's Clefairy. Oh, no, they put Survival Brace on Miraidon, so that won't happen. But it's okay. We can figure this out. Buddy Poffin. We're going to get some Slowpoke out. Psychic Energy there. Brave Bengal there. And we're even going to play Rellor. Full Moon Rondo. So they're going to survive. It will discard the Survival Brace. So they might do 90 damage to us, which won't be great, but it will be fine. We can deal. That Judge really helped us out. You know? It put us in a much better position. And we win. Cool. Easy peasy. Hi, Sophie. Yes, you gotta wait for a super chat. Or a Venmo. It's for donations, you know? I know, you're begging. You're begging. Ouch, Sophie, that hurts. I go to lift her, and she doesn't want that. She definitely doesn't want that. So keep your hands off me. Alright. We made it to Master League. Awesome. Now, I am open to do some, viewer battles, if any of you want to, battle me. Whether we play Pauper or Standard, either way. Let's see, should we build another new deck? And what should we build it based on? Is Worlds not this weekend, but the next weekend? So next week, I will probably do a meta deck stream where we just go over all the meta decks. Right now, my biggest source is Limitless. If you know of a better source to find meta decks for the Pokemon Trading Card game, let me know. I would like to use that. But anyway, let's see. By expansion, yep. Okay. I do kind of want to build out Hide and Sneak as a Pauper deck, which means no Spirit Tomb. But I believe Delmise is still an option, right? Yeah, Delmise is still an option. which next week my locals is gonna have a Pauper event, and so all right, and so building out a Pauper deck, a Pauper version of Hide and Sneak might be pretty good, you know. I've tried to build out Hide and Sneak before, and I've tried to do it a couple times, right? And I don't know if I kept one. I'll have to see. There it is. So yeah, this one was not Pauper, but I feel like we can take a lot of the same bones and make it Pauper, you know? Let's just edit this deck. Minus Lily's Clefairy, minus Spirit Tomb, minus Brilliant Blender. Yeah. Let's see, we've got 3 cards that we can add. No Brave Bangle for Pauper. Let's see. Yep, that looks good. This all looks good. How many cards do we have? 6. 6 cards. So we want 2 Boss's Orders. That's for sure. We'll throw those in. And I was... Sophie, do you want out? Okay, bye. Sorry. Her whine can be very high-pitched, so I apologize if the microphone's picking it up and if it's bothering people. Not much I can do about that. What else can we get? What else do we want? Do we want Enhanced Hammer? Maybe. I'm not 100% sure what we need it for, but maybe. I was thinking, like, do we throw in a Lily into this? Lily's Determination? Like, I don't know if that's really necessary. We could try thinning down the Hide and Sneak Pokemon to a 3-3-3-3 line. But I do like having the Poltergeist as a secondary attacker to just drop all those damage counters on a bunch of Pokemon. I think that's really strong, especially in the Pauper format. You know, when everything is a single prize Pokemon. Alright, we'll do that. Okay. We get that. There we go. We can get those 2. Cool. We're looking good so far. We can empty this hand and get 3 Pokemon into the discard. Prism Tower and Prism Tower. Draw 1 card, being telepathic. Okay. We are looking decent right now. We've got 3 Pokemon in the discard here. Not too bad. Professor W, hello, brother. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Okay. Okay. I was thinking about playing in a tournament on Limitless today, but I don't know. I've got 15 minutes to decide. I don't know. It would be a standard format thing, which is kind of exciting. We will grab one Shuppet. There we go. I don't know. I don't know if I want to be playing that seriously, you know? But, it's a thing. And, did we get... Oh, we didn't. I should not have played down that Poltergeist. Dang. Best I can do is discarding these two. And hopefully we draw a Pokemon, but then we'll just draw that Pokemon next turn anyways. So we'll just Vengeful Anchor for 30. I don't know, this feels like it's ready for Pauper, you know? Hide and Sneak almost feels built for Pauper, right? Okay, they're gonna be doing, what is that, 150? Yeah, 150, so they knock out my dumb eyes. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. We get another Gwen. Okay, that's not great. Let's Prism Tower. Discarding 1, 2. Yeah, done. We get Poke Pad. Okay, we can Poke Pad for a Bayonet. And we will Gwen away that Bayonet. That way we do the extra damage. And we would have been getting a knockout on this Ogerpon if we had done that last turn. But we didn't, so we're going to miss it by 10 damage. Yeah, I think dropping the Hide and Sneak Pokemon down to a 3-3 each line would improve things. I think that makes a lot of sense. Okay, Psychic Energy. What else do we need? Some recovery would be great right about now. So why don't we go ahead and grab Lana's Aid. And I will... No. I was going to Prism Tower, Petrol, and Gwen, but I just don't think I need to right now. So I'm not going to right now. Knock out that Teal Mask. Sweet. Poke Pad and Lana's Aid. Alright, so that Poke Pad can turn into a Hide and Sneak, so I can Gwen it away and all that stuff, or something else entirely. But looks like they won't be knocking me out, so that's good news. Hey. So, no, we're gonna Lana's Aid. There's these two. And no energy yet? Oof. And we'll grab a Bayonet. No, I can't. I was thinking I would grab it so next turn I could discard, but no, I can't do that. Alright, play down Delmise, play down Delmise, and we will, you know, I will. Poke Pad for Sinistra. We're going to play down that Sinistra. And Vengeful Anchor. And this is where we pull ahead on prizes, which is awesome. And we pull another Sinistra. That's fine. That's fine. I would love to top deck another hide and sneak Pokemon so I could Gwen. And that would be pretty nice, but you know, it is what it is. Ask and you shall receive. There we go. All right. And we'll take another knockout, I guess. Hi, Sophie. No, there hasn't been a super chat or a Venmo yet. I'm sorry. Oh, Meowth, you want in too? Alright. We got Sophie and Meowth in here. Meowth is my cat, in case you don't know. Hey, look, Meowth, you're on screen! Oh, yesterday when we were at Locals, we got a... And Sophie wants out now. Bye, Sophie. We got an old Meowth. It's Giovanni's Meowth, and it's an old card, and he's kind of chubby in the picture, and it's just great. We were joking, but that is our Meowth, because our Meowth is a big guy. You want out, Meowth? You want to go join Sophie? She's cool. You want to hang out with her, don't you? I'd pick him up, but that might hurt my back. Okay. So yeah, I think the only change I would make would be lowering the hide and sneak Pokemon down to a 3-3. Because both Bayonet and Sinistra are good in their own for their own reasons. So, hey bud. Yes, if a super chat comes in. Hey, Professor W, thank you so much for that $5 super chat. Snack time for the pets, for sure. Since Meowth is here, he gets his treat first. I have a bunch of cards sitting on top of the cat treats, so... Yeah, we bought this huge tub because he loves these things. Alright, Meowth. Come over here, guy. Meowth. Meowth, over here. There you go. Awesome. And for Sophie, we were saving the last chicken jerky treat for a super chat. Hey, Sophie girl. Sophie girl. Sophie girl, girl. This huge thing. We usually break these in half, but no. That's for you, Sophie. Thank you, Professor W. You only use 3 Delmise. Is that in a deck that also has Spirit Tomb? Like, this is my Pauper version of the deck. Spirit Tombs are rare. So, we can't play Spirit Tomb in the Pauper version. But, yeah. Alright, looks like on the poll we have 1 vote for yes, 2 votes for no. If you're the yes, let me know in the chat. I would love to ask you some questions. Like, are you excited for this World Championships? Will you be streaming it at home? Will you be going to a local event? The local store where I run the event at, where I'm the professor, we are hosting a World Championship celebration thing. Pokemon sent us some really cool stuff to give out, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So yeah, I'm super jazzed for that. Are you? You don't have to, out yourself if you don't want to, but I just thought it'd be fun. Let's see, what else should we put in this deck? You'll watch it online when you're at work? Nice. I'm thinking about co-streaming the last day for the announcements and then for the finals, but they usually do like go and unite before the TCG, and so I'll like go off probably for those hours and then come back for the TCG. I'll have it like playing on in the background when I'm doing stuff, but yeah. Not excited to see Dragapult though, but don't you think everyone's going to be gunning for Dragapult going in? Like, according to Limitless, which I believe Limitless, I don't know if it's got more up-to-date results, yeah, like the top 6 do not have anything to do with Pitch Black. And so we're seeing Dragapult at 49%. So a lot of people might just be thinking, and the next most popular deck is Zoroark at 8%. Most people might just be thinking, if I can have a good matchup against Dragapult, and I mean a good matchup, not like it's okay, I can trade my Lily for their Dragapult and we go back and forth and whoever went first wins. I mean a good matchup. Then you'll probably win, right? Or at least make it into day 2. Like, right? That's my thinking. Then we've got Crustle at 6%, Slowking at 5.59, Hydrapple at 4.84, and Alakazam at 4.75. So, I don't know. But we got 4 empty spots in this deck for us to fill with stuff. What stuff? I don't know. We could just like max out our copies of Prism Tower, of Ultra Ball, Night Stretcher might be a good one to max out of. And now we've got one more card that we can throw in. Why not throw in a 3rd Boss's Order so we can really control the field, right? So there we go. There's your Hide and Pauper deck. So I made a Pauper deck. Awesome. I will probably put out a video about it. Probably won't be out before next week's locals, because those are on Tuesdays. And this week's content's done. And Monday usually isn't a deck. It's usually something else, and I do have something to open. Okay, bye, Meowth. He got what he wanted. And now he's leaving. So let's look at standard format. Sophie, you got so many treats today. And dinner is in an hour and a half. Alright? Alright. We do still have more treats if people want to super chat. I'm just telling her she needs to calm down a little bit and stop digging on my leg to get my attention. Okay. What do we want to build? What do we want to build? Sophie, I did hear you. It's gonna be okay. Like, if I was going to Worlds, I would probably want to play Mega Slowbro, honestly. I love regular Slowbro, don't get me wrong, but I think Mega Slowbro just has a much better chance of winning, Because it's a Mega, so, it's got that extra oomph. You can play Lily to Shelnado spin one-shot Dragapult, like, there's a lot of things. Alright, bye, Sophie. Hello, AJ. I'm just going to say AJ. Hello, AJ. Welcome to the chat. I did build Annihilate and Pauper. I'm not in love with the deck. I feel like there's a better way to do it than what I'm doing. But where is it? Where is it? It was a while ago. Guts, there it is. Yeah, so it's just Annihilate and Quaquavel. That's it. That's the whole deck. Like, you know, and then just focusing on getting that functioning. And it functions for the most part. It functions. What's this deck? Oh, right. I was working on this Armor Rouge deck. Professor W, I could use your help with this, honestly. Let me set it as active and go in and talk about it. So, I've got Armor Rouge, single fire energy, 40 plus damage, 40 more damage for each of your bench Pokemon that has a fire energy attached. Awesome! How do you get that fire energy attached? Now, my brain went, oh, you just want to play Mega Pokemon, because then you can play Oricorio and you can get the energy down on all these Mega Pokemon, but then why aren't you just attacking with the Mega Pokemon? So Armor Rouge could be a good secondary attacker, but I want a primary attacker Armor Rouge deck, and this is where I came up with. So we've got Emboar. Emboar with the Inferno Fandango, where for basically as much as you want on your turn, if Emboar is out, you can attach as much basic fire energy as you want. So you can attach it to all your Pokemon, right? Fantastic. Awesome. That's a great way to power up. Now that is a stage 2 to play a stage 1. So we do have Pheasantipity. Flip the script so that we can draw cards and try to get everything we need. But we still are only talking about 2 fire evolution lines, so I went ahead and threw in 2 Victini that lets your evolution Pokemon, your evolution fire Pokemon do 10 more damage. So with 1 Victini, that's 50 plus 40 for each fire energy, and with 2 Victini, that's 60 plus 40 for each fire energy. And that to me is a lot better. I also play this Ceruledge as a backup attacker. Now we are playing 11 fire energy. That is a lot of energy, but I think that makes sense since we have Ceruledge as a backup attacker to Armor Rouge as the primary attacker. So those are the Pokemon, right? My A-Spec is Max Rod, so we can recover a lot of stuff. Whether that's Pokemon or just a lot of energy, we can recover a lot. We've also got Energy Recycler to recover a lot of energy, and 2 energy retrievals to get energy directly into hand, so that we can play it down. We also play 3 Fire Breather. A lot of this is just about getting energy into our hand, right? Or available to us in some fashion. We have 2 copies of Blowtorch just to deal with whatever we need to deal with Blowtorch. We've got 3 copies of Buddy Buddy. I usually go with 3 because 4 feels like too many and 2 feels like too few, so 3. We've got 4 copies of Pokepad because most of our Pokemon are non-rule box Pokemon. It's only Fez. Fez is our only rule box Pokemon. We'll get that eventually. That's my kind of mindset. We can get it with Dawn while we get 2 other evolution Pokemon, you know? I think that's a pretty good play. 2 Boss's Orders as standard, 4 copies of Lily's Determination, and then 4 copies of Morty's Conviction as our secondary draw support. And of course, 2 copies of Lana's Aid to help us mostly get back Pokemon, but possibly an energy or 2, you know? So yeah, that's the deck. Let's jump into a match with it, and we'll see how I do. Professor W, any thoughts, opinions so far? Do you want to go first? Yes. We are a evolution heavy deck. We want to go first. No basics. Alright. That's what we're talking about. No basics. We got 4 Ceruledge, 2 Victini, 2 Teppigs, and a Fez. That's 9 Pokemon. We should be fine. I like Uh, Delphos that draws. The Delphox that draws. I forgot that one existed. But also it doesn't help me get energy out, so like I'm playing 2 stage 2s and a stage 1. I don't know. That seems rough. But you know, it is what it is. I'm also not playing Rare Candy currently. Because who has the space for it? Okay. That's a pretty good top deck. Ends Castle. Oh man, they're gonna Badoo me? Don't Badoo me like that. Well, at least I can one-shot Badoo pretty easily. Honestly, I could have knocked out an Enzorora, though. That would have been nice, too. Alright, what a top deck. What a top deck. You'll love to see it. Done. We are going to grab Tepig, another Armarouge, and we'll grab the Emboar. Sure, why not, right? Play that Fire Energy down there. Are you going to try to go to Vegas Regionals? I'm thinking about it. I don't know if I can afford it, but I'm thinking about it. I would love to if I could. When is that? I need to look up this stuff. And when registration is. And how to register. And all that stuff. Or is Arcanine Labs everything now? Does it do everything now? Schedule. Region, just North America. I won't be able to travel internationally, that's for sure. Vegas is in December. Okay. That means stuff's probably going to come up soon. It does not tell me more information than that. December 4th through the 6th. I would need... Oof. A hotel room's going to be expensive, too. I don't know if I can pull that off. I'm getting pretty close to earning ad revenue through YouTube. So, you know, maybe I can start putting a couple hundred away if I start getting paid through that, you know? Do we play Lily's Determination? Because we're going to need more than just this for the following turns. But that does take away Emboars, but we have ways to search out Emboars. So, yes, let's do it. We get Buddy Buddy and Poke Pad, never punished. Buddy Buddy, we're going to grab... Do we grab 2 Victini or a Charcadet and a Victini? I'm going to grab 2 Victini. Wait. Lana's Aid? Yes, 2 Victini is the answer. And then Poke Pad I'm going to save for next turn. Since we just evolved up the Pig Knight, we can't evolve it to Embor. Hey, Sophie, you're back. Come on in. No one else has super chatted yet. I'm gonna put it over here. I can halfway see the board. What hotels are near there? Because it's Vegas. Once I get there, I'm not gonna want to drive very much, you know? Wait. Oof. Hotel room being $300 a night? I will not be able to do that. Yeah, no. Won't be able to do that. I guess I could try outside the city to save some money there and then drive in and pay for parking each day. But that's gonna, you know, what, like 50 bucks you think? I don't know. Poke pad. Okay, so let's Lana's Aid. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Done. Awesome. Play down Char Cadet. Gonna poke pad for another Char Cadet. We're gonna poke pad for a Embor. Attach. Right. Inferno Fandango. Yep. Attach. 220. Heck yeah. Very nice. Now, I'm sad we didn't get the knockout. But 220 from a single prize Pokemon is not bad. And if I had another 40 on top of that, I would have gotten the knockout there. Would I? Yeah. No. If I did 260, yeah, that would have been 40 more damage. Yeah, I would have gotten the knockout. They boss's orders upped Char Cadet, and they got their Manitan down so that they can take down both Char Cadets at once. That's what they're doing. Okay. Okay. I get it. You're scared. And then if they take down both Victinis, that will also hurt. Yep. So just one turn after another, they're going to take 4 prizes here. But hopefully I, too, will take 4 prizes. The sad thing is that I will be behind them, though. So, yeah. What was the point of that? I don't know. So now I really need Lana's Aid again. Morty's Conviction. Alright, we will be discarding the Blowtorch. Okay. Buddy. Char Cadet, done. Fire energy attached there. Energy retrieval. 1, 2, done. We're gonna hold on to that and just do the 180, because that gets us the knockout, that gets us the 2 prizes, you know? 1, 2. Max Rod, yes. So this Cerule Edge could become a real possibility. You know? Why? Well, I guess they got free retreat, so who cares, right? I don't think I have a stadium in this, do I? That's probably a mistake. Probably. Yeah, the world's just really expensive right now, so I don't know if I will make it to Vegas regionals. That would be a lot. How far away is Vegas from where I am? Moving 30 damage somewhere? Onto there. That seems like an odd choice. $610 miles. Alright. Wait, why didn't they knock out a Victini? I'm confused by that. Well, we've got to play Morty's Conviction. Okay, that didn't help us out too much. 180 will get the knockout. We take 2 prizes. They've got this Enzora ready to go, though, and they can knock out the 2 Victini. So... there you go. Was it... oh, I know why. They didn't want me to boss's orders up there Zorark with the punk helmet and knock it out somehow. Yeah. I mean, we did fairly good that game, but we just missed out at the end. Yes, and Zorark was mostly in charge of that match, but we were there. We were doing everything, you know? We whiffed on, like... well, I can't even say we whiffed. The deck's just not performing as well as I want, you know? Oops. Wasn't supposed to close that window. Hee. So, does anyone have any recommendations on this deck that aren't just give up? Give up, play Charizard? Because I won't be doing that. Trying to think of a name for this deck. Hmm. Flame on. Like Fantastic Four. In the deck box should we just do Charizard? There we go. There we go. We got another standard deck built. Awesome. Yeah, but if I don't go to Vegas, I don't know if I'll ever go anywhere, you know? Like, San Diego would probably be the next one that I could see me going to, but I doubt that would be more expensive. So why would I go there? You know? Oh, we've built a standard, we've built a popper. What next? Did I use those two? I think I did, actually. How about that one? One of those two, maybe. Yeah, I've used that, and I guess I used that. Oh, I already used the Charizard stuff. I know I'm reusing some things, but like I'm trying not to as much as I can. So I gotta change this. To what though? To that one? Did they give us matching sleeves? They did. Awesome. Matching coin? There we go. There we go. It's fire Pokemon, so you have to give it the fire Pokemon deck box and sleeves. And they don't give us deck boxes and sleeves of any other fire Pokemon normally. It's just Charizard. Alright. Hide and Pauper is is completely done now. And while I wait for someone to challenge me to a match, I will work on another deck. No idea what deck, though. I wish I had an idea for Morpeko that was its own deck and not just like thrown into a dark deck, you know? And I feel like Mega Zeraora just builds itself. You don't really need to do much for Mega Zeraora. You just do Mega Zeraora and Tynamos and you're good. You're golden. Go. I know many people are playing Excadrill and having questionable results. So, I don't know. Here, I'll make Mega Zeraora real quick. Why not? Why not? Let's see. Let's just go by sorting. All, of course. What cards am I missing? Interesting. What am I doing? Energy type, electric. That should speed things up a little bit. Let's see. We want Tynamo. Where is it? There's Mega Electros, so I passed it. right? Didn't I? No? I'm so confused. Okay, must have passed if I'm looking at Team Rocket's Pokemon. There it is. There that is. It's because of the arts it gets moved and stuff. And I'm going to throw in one Mega Electros just because. And I also want Ionos, Kilowatt Troll for some draw. So we'll do a 2-2 line of those. We're at 15 Pokemon. I think that's a good number, but we could even throw in a one line of Ampharos to give us an item lock option and a single prize attacker if we really wanted one. I don't know if we need one. Maybe we get rid of Mega Electros then, you know? I can't wait till I can exchange for that final full art poke pad so I don't have to like switch to the reverse holo to add in stuff. Oh right. And voltaic energy. There we go. We'll do some buddies, because who doesn't like a buddy? It's how we get our buddies out, you know. What else? 270, such low hit points. That's kind of discouraging, you know. Some air balloons. Air balloons are never bad. Do we want Lavincia to recover lightning energy from the discard? We're mostly using Electros for that. Or electric for that. Electric, however you want to say that. For that. So do we need it? I don't know. I don't know. But I guess it wouldn't hurt, right? That or Jamming Tower. But if we play Jamming Tower, then we shouldn't play any tools. But Jamming Tower could make it a little bit more difficult for my opponent, you know? It does stink that we'll lose all that energy and we don't... Like, Air Balloon is what we're relying on to get a free retreater into the active and then out of the active when we play down our next Zero Aura, move all the energy onto it, you know? If we had a Mimikyu back, a basic Pokemon with the Safeguard ability, I would toss one of those in here, just so if we ever have to do Zepto turn, but right now I'm planning on never doing that attack, so that's my plan. Why am I looking at Pokemon? I should be looking here. Hilda, probably a good one to toss in. Maybe two of in there. And do we want Colress? If we do Colress, then we gotta worry about Kyurem. If there's Kyurem, then we gotta worry about bench protection. So we would want Shaman, but like I don't really want to have to do Shaman. So although Kyurem can still show up in Slowking, I don't know. What stuff do Mega Pokemon have? So We got Mega Signal. We could toss, you know, a couple of those in. The only other thing I can think of would be Wally's Compassion. Throw in a couple Wally's Compassion to try to make Mega Zeraora a little bit more bulky. Just, you know, I guess bulky might be the wrong word, but you know what I mean. Hey, Sophie. I'm sorry. No other super chats come in yet. Sorry, girl. This is all I've got. There you go. Yep, it wasn't much, was it? I'm sorry. Let's just throw in the standard stuff like Lily. Why damn it. I guess that doesn't work. Alright. Throw in... Why is it not... There we go. Now it is. There we go. Do you want out? No. Okay. Boss, that's standard. Should be in every deck. Lana's Aid. That way we can recover the bench stuff that they knock out. What else do we want? We've got 6 spots left in the deck. I could throw in another draw card. Maybe a Judge. Maybe we throw in 4 copies of Judge just to mess with them, you know? What ace spec do we want in here? Any ideas, anyone? We could do Scoop Up Cyclone, Scramble Switch, Precious Trolley just to get out everything, you know? Unfair Stamp. Secret Box. Although I'm not playing a tool, so that would be one less card I get to search for. I'd be playing a card, discarding 3 to only get 3 cards. Okay, bye, Sophie. Could do Max Rod for a little bit more recovery. Could do Prime Catcher to have that 3rd boss if we need it. Could do Master Ball just so we can search for anything at a particular moment. Could do Poke Vital so I could heal my Zeraora a little bit. I don't know. I'm going to throw in Master Ball until someone in chat tells me something else. Because then I get to blame you. And what else do I want? Throw in one of those just to help with math. Let's try it. We're doing it live. I'm shocked. Shocked. Not that shocked. That no one will tell me a different aspect to use. You're all playing into this fantasy that Master Ball can be a good card. What a terrible start. What a terrible start. Ouch. Okay. I guess the only... No. I was about to say... Wait, what? How did that happen? Someone tell me, how did that happen? Okay, we're gonna get 2 timos out here. We're gonna Buddy Play Poppin' for the last basic in our deck, apparently. I don't get that. If they get Voltaic Lightning Energy, they can just knock out Watch right here. Enter. Hi. Actually, if they don't they hit me for weakness? They do. Yeah, they're gonna knock out Watchful regardless. Sophie, you've got 1 more hour before dinner time. That's not a piece of popcorn, is it? Okay. Yeah. Hey, Huga. Yeah, I wish that was how it worked. Megazir Aura and Heracross. Fascinating combo. Fascinating. Really? What is going on here? What's happening? Flaffy, I guess? I'll play that down. End turn. Where are my 4 Megazir Aura and my 2 Mega Signal and my 1 Master Ball? I have 7 cards to search out. Or, I have 7 cards that get me a Megazir Aura. And yet, I can't get a Megazir Aura. Crazy. Crazy. I guess I Lily again? Yeah, maybe I should have used that Joltik. It just felt like a waste with Megazir Aura, you know? Yeah, knock out that Flappy. I dare you. I dare you. Let's play Lily again. There we go. There we go. Finally, I get what I've been looking for. 1, a 2. Retreat. Air balloon, that one. And 120. That puts them down to 150. So my next hit will knock them out. Awesome. That's what I wanted. Switch, of course. I don't have boss, because why would I? Why would I in this situation? Do they get to attach them however they want? Oh, they do. Ah, that's so good. That's so good. Boss's orders off the top deck. Of course it wouldn't be. Let's see. Mega Signal. Megazir Aura. Play that down. Hilda. Voltaic and Electric. Play that down. Play that down. And let's get the knockout. That's pointless. Yay, pointless. Mega Zero Aura. Okay, that's why I couldn't find one, I guess. I probably prized 2 of them, and my Master Ball, and other things, you know? You know how it goes. Okay, so AZ's Tranquility to switch and heal. So they're gonna do 100. Got it. Cool. Cool. I get my Master Ball finally. But that doesn't help me now. Let's see, if I load that up, right? Maybe I can Zepto turn into something else. No, I think I'm just gonna do that and do 120. Boss's orders. Yeah, they could boss up this one. They won't knock it out. So, okay. Well, now they have boss to just gust up a single prizer. But I'm going to judge them so harshly. Why'd I do that? Why'd I do that? I meant to put up the free retreat electric so I could move energy onto Mega Zero Aura. Now... It doesn't matter. They're going to come in and swing they're going to swing 300. All they need is one more energy and they swing 300. So it doesn't matter. Or in that hand they have boss, you know? Yep, there's their energy switch. There's their electric energy. Alright, GG's, everyone. GG's. That was random. Never seen a Mega Zero Aura deck. I build one. That happens. Okay. I do like the Jolt Tick, and I do like Mega Heracross on its own. I don't like it in combination with Mega Zero Aura. I don't really get that, except for the Jolt Tick part. There's probably a different grass Pokemon I would prefer, but I don't know what grass Pokemon right now off the top of my head. So, back to the drawing board. Mostly it was just wild that I couldn't find my Mega Zero Aura. That had the weirdest start ever, you know? But I don't know what to change right now. Do I get rid of Hilda? And maybe instead of Mega Signal, I just run Ultra Ball, and that'll let me discard Lightning Energy, which then I can accelerate. Maybe. Maybe that'll help me speed up a little bit, you know? I don't know. Wally seems like a mistake in this deck. That could just be me. I imagine it would be like, oh, I can retreat a Zero Aura, heal it with Wally, and then start putting energy back on it with an electric. But I just don't know if that really plays out. Also, didn't I have Jamming Tower out so Air Balloon won't do anything? So why am I playing Jamming Tower? Maybe I'm just mentally exhausted right now? There's been a lot going on. There's been a lot going on. Okay. This start isn't much better, but at least I have 2 watch rolls to let one of them get knocked down. Teal Mask. Okay. What does Ampharos do again? I forget. It's good though, right? What set was that from? I forget. Oh, there it is. Cool. If you have the same number of cards in your hand as your opponent, attacks used by this do 80 more damage. So that puts that up to 220, and that knocks out Teal Mask. Yeah, I like that. Boop, 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 boop. Voltaic onto the Mareep, and I gotta play the Lily. I know I've got the 2 evolutions right there, but I got to play the Lily, you know? Ultra Ball, 1, 2, and let's grab Mega Zero Aura. Play down Mega Zero Aura, end turn. So I can get 2 energy on Mega Zero Aura by next turn. They're gonna knock out Watch Roll. I might just put up the Mareep, honestly. And yeah, like, it won't be ready, like, it's not gonna be good, but it... Hi, Sophie. I don't have anything for you. I'm sorry. My dog. No way. Mareep, sure. Killer Watch rolls out, Poke Pad, get your pokes out. If I grab Flaffy, I can do 80 damage and prevent item cards next turn, which might prevent them from getting into their final stage evolutions. I don't know. Lily's Determination. Do have a lightning energy there, right? Yeah. Dynamotor. That onto there. This here. Poke Pad. Get Dynamo out. Play that down. Disconnect. Hi, Sophie. They cannot play item cards from their hand. Okay. Well, they're getting at least one stage 2 out here. And it seems like it's going to be Meganium. They play the big dip, it seems, also. Crazy. Oh, they're probably playing Hydrapple. That's what they're playing. But you can use the Diplin, the Festival Lead Diplin, and use this Thwacky for at least a little while. You want back out? Okay, bye. Maybe I take out Mareep and I just put in Kanga and Latias? You know? You know? Maybe. Dynamotor. Not there. Lilies. Dynamo. Electric. Oh, I thought I had... Nope, I guess not. Alright, and... Master Ball. We will grab another Mega Zero Aura. 120 does not get this KO. But it's all I've got, so we're going to do that. 120. Alright, this deck isn't working. Did Mega Camera Up get any new stuff? It didn't, right? I just want to make sure. I really like Mega Camera Up, the card, you know? I know it's a fire type, that's so weird of me, right? But I do. Single energy and can do like, what, 200 plus damage? It's freaking awesome. But I've already done a Mega Camera Up video. Not in this format, but I've done the video about it. Oh. Professor W must be so excited because I'm making a second fire deck? What? No, I wouldn't do that. How do I have so many new decks, you know? Oh, that was GLC. I think that's Wife's GLC deck. That one didn't go anywhere. Didn't go anywhere. Definitely didn't go anywhere. Nothing. And that wasn't as good. Okay, cool. I was wondering why I was hitting like new deck 10 and that kind of stuff, you know? Create a new deck. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I do like that chestnut. Anyone got any ideas for me to build a deck around a card? There it is. Yeah, it does 240. And you just have to have your opponent's Pokemon burned. I don't think it did get anything new. That's sad. Varios in the Discord threw out the idea of Katitan. Is it Kree or Kit? Katitan EX and using Misty to get it up and running. It's an idea. Confirm, okay. And then we need its baby form. But which one? Personally, I like this one more. Wait, does the other one have higher retreat? No. Okay, then yeah, we're gonna do this one. Misty. Misty's Vitality, there we go. A bunch of water energy. Do we want bubbly energy in here? Probably. Bunch of water energy. What else do we want? Tatsuguri, I guess. I'm sure there's other water Pokemon that we want, but I just... Heavy Baton. Right? Don't we want that? That way, when our Katitan is knocked out, we can move all the energy on it to another Pokemon, so we don't have to Misty constantly. Right? Don't we want that? We also want Lily. Pads to get our basics out. Welcome back, Sophie. Come on in. Alright. Some Ultra Balls to get our evolutions out. We can also do Hilda's. Oh my goodness, Sophie. A fun idea would be throwing in Aurorus. Aurorus. However you say that name. How far back did that one come out? There it is. This one. So your Pokemon that have water energy attached take 50 less damage. We do 2, 2, and we need the fossil. Which is the sail fossil. There we go. 2. Well, let's go 3 on the fossil. Because we can't recover that. We probably can go 1 less on the Tatsuguri. We do need air balloon. We want 2 boss. Do we throw in Morty for just some more draw? Okay. And some Lana's Aid, just because we can. There we go, there's a new deck. Is it gonna be good? Probably not. We'll find out. Set active. Home, play. We'll see how well we do. Tails. Tails never fails. Let's go. No basics. Who could have seen that coming? We only got 7 basics in the deck, so... Hi, Sophie. Can you decide in or out, please? We only mulligan once. That's awesome. Tatsuguri, cool. We got Poke Pad for Chitoodle. We got Misty so that we can get the energy going. Who's going first? They're going first. So we're going to get full energy on there. Yeah, Sophie is claiming it's dinner time. She's a half hour too early. Okay, they discarded some good stuff there. Some real good stuff there. I'm happy with them discarding that. Poke Pad. Get your pokes out. Chitoodle. I will attach that there. Attract customers, where we will grab Lilies and play Misty's Vitality. 1, 2, 3, 4. All onto Chitoodle here. Team Rocket's Petrol. Ultra Ball. Cool. Knock out my Tatsuguri. Go right ahead. Love that for you. Absolutely. They're gonna be so upset. Did I not play any stadiums? I don't think I did. I gotta fix that. Not that we needed it right now, but you know. Are they gonna quit? They could. They might. I wouldn't blame them if they did. If they play down... Okay. That's crazy. Why would you do that? Okay. Okay. Titan... Chitoodle, bubbly energy there. I could boss his orders up the Morpeko. Yeah, let's do that. I think the Auroras might need to be taken out of the deck. That way we can make some space for a stadium. And just run like bare bones Tatsuguri Katitan, you know? Like just run it as bare bones as possible. Just try to run through as many things as you can. It's a thought. It's a thought. Two and two. Put that to 4. Bring that down. Okay, so 6 spots, and we need stadiums. So what stadiums do we want to play? Community center sounds good to me. Well, we definitely need Battle Cage, that's for sure, right? We need Battle Cage. That way we can deal with Monkey Dories and stuff, right? Play Lumino City, try to get them to, I don't know. Let's run 2 Nighttime Mine as well. There we go. Home. Play. Let's go. Run it again. And our whole goal is just to get Katitan out. That's it. That's all we want, right? Tails? But Tails never fails. Do you want to go first? No. We do not want to go first. We want that turn 1 Misty, you know? If we could use Misty... Oh, dang. That's rough. We have a 50-50 shot of starting Chitoodle instead of Tatsuguri, and we hit it. So, yep. We could probably get rid of Hilda and add in one of those Switch supporters, you know? You know what I'm talking about? One of those supporters that, like, doubles as Switch. Fluttermane, this is just a Pokemon I haven't seen in forever. Oh, no abilities in the active. Well, that would shut down my Tatsuguri anyways, so I guess thanks? Let's see. Yeah, we'll play that down. I could Ultra Ball. No, we're just gonna end turn. We're gonna slowly build up this Katitan, but when we do, it's gonna be awesome. We're definitely gonna one-shot that Fluttermane, you know what I mean? I guess I should have Lilied just so maybe I get a Misty, you know? So next turn I could have Mistied if I wanted to. That's what I should have done. I just didn't want to give up the Katitan, you know? But a Misty next turn would have been great. And they're playing a metal deck, so we are in trouble. We are in trouble. Do we just play Katitan Wailord? Hey, Sophie. There you go. Do 3/3/3 of Katitan and do like 2 of Wailord, you know? Or 2/2 line of Wailord? I don't know, maybe. Maybe that's what we do. Battle Cage, and we'll play the Lily this time. Okay, we get a Misty. Nice. Poke Pad for Chitoodle. Play that down. Heavy Baton. Poke Pad for Tatsuguri. Misty only attaches to 1? Yeah. And Heavy Baton only does 3 energy, right? Yeah. 3 basic. Man, and it's gonna be one more turn before we can attack, too. Dang. Yeah, it's rough. It's rough out there if you don't start Misty. Do I gotta play like 4 Pokegear too in order to maximize my chances? That would be ridiculous, but I might do it. Sophie's crazy. We fed her dinner, she ate dinner, now she wanted back out to try to get more food. Yeah, I should have lilied last turn. Yeah, they're confident I'm not going to be able to get Katitan up this turn. Okay. Yeah, I think Whale Lord Katitan makes the most sense for me, you know? Yeah, we'll just play it, Misty. I only need 2 energy. I'll throw a 3rd just in case they bust out like Crushing Hammer or something. I would not recommend taking this to Worlds, Katitan, because people are going to be playing Mega Excadrill. You know that, you know? That's what makes Fire kind of a good play. So yeah, I'm playing Beast of Reincarnation on my games account. So if you haven't yet, go follow Jank Play Games. I'm playing video games over there when I'm not streaming Pokemon here. And Calico's wondering what I think about it. I think it's okay. You know, it's got performance issues, which are kind of whatever. But I think it's okay. One, two, 3. So this matchup, I might as well just quit. Man, I'm not in a great mood right now, so that might be dragging this down a little bit, and I apologize for that. But when stuff doesn't work out, or when you run into your weakness, you know, it's just, like, what am I doing here, you know? So yeah, if I go in here, -1, go to Whale Lord and Whalmers, Whale. We do Whale Lord EX. And Whalmer trainers. I would replace Nighttime Mine with Festival Grounds. Well, no. Actually, I don't need to. Nighttime Mine's fine. Because we got Bubbly Energy in here. But we need to find 2 spots. If we subtract the Hilda, we do find our 2 spots there. Yeah. Okay. So now we have a side option. That's not just Katitan. Now we have Whale Lord in there too. $60 okay, or wait till a sale okay? I'll probably wait for a sale, honestly, unless you just gots to play it. And Calico, I know you enjoy Dark Souls, and so, like, I feel like it's got Dark Souls energy to it, but it doesn't feel as precise as what I imagine Dark Souls is. So, yeah. As someone that doesn't play Dark Souls, yeah. I've played the Star Wars Jedi Survivor and Fallen Order games. I enjoyed those games. Very much so. Beast of Reincarnation, I'm not enjoying as much, but I'm struggling with the story a little bit, because they're jumping around in the timeline, and, like, I'm trying to figure out what exactly is going on. And now I think I'm to a point where we probably won't be jumping around the timeline as much anymore, which is good. Heavy Baton. Misty's Vitality. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Yeah, I heard that the dodge and responsiveness is not Souls enough. Yeah, it's not. It's not. And the parry is very forgiving. Like, you can get hit by an attack and then the next attack still be able to parry. Which, like, in the Star Wars Jedi games, like, once you get hit, they kind of gotta finish their combo before you can really get into a defensive stance again. At least, like, the more difficult enemies. But I'm doing that to, like, the bosses in Beast of Reincarnation. Oh no, they played Team Rocket's Factory, so they can draw 2 cards. Okay, that's going to get them 2 Toxicities, which is going to let them power up this thing to do 50 damage. This attack does 50 more damage for each damage count on your opponent's active Pokemon. And we're going to just Ultra Ball for... Oh, they didn't go that route. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Is that poison? Or attack poison? Pokemon's poison. Okay, cool. Hey, look at that! No longer poison. And we can Ultra Ball 1, 2 for Chitoodle. Did we put an A-Spec in this? I forget. Morty's Conviction will draw 4. One of them being Bubbly Energy. That's fantastic. I'm going to attach that to the Whale Lord now. And, yeah, we'll go ahead and Falling Down. And then they're going to do a ton of damage. That's 50 times 7. That's 350 plus the 70. They're going to knock me out. Plus the base 50. So yeah, they're going to knock out Whale Lord. Interesting. Fun little combo deck they're playing. I like it. I like it a lot. It's got Brute Bonnet in it, so of course it's good, you know? Of course it's good. And Calico, thanks for checking out one of my live streams. I know you said you're still in my bearded era, so I'm glad you checked out some more recent stuff. Yep. Energy switch to the other monkey and throw this 10 damage onto the Chatoodle. No, onto the Whale Lord. Okay. That was kind of pointless. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Alright, I just need 1 energy. So we're going to Morty's, discarding Air Balloon. We whiff the energy? You've got to be kidding me. Jeez. And we prized 2 Chatoodles. Brilliant. Brilliant. Yeah, I'll throw down Nighttime Mine just to keep them from using Team Rocket stuff. So they're going to do 200 damage to this Cetitan. So I'll survive, that's good. Just attaching energy to throw the damage with Monkey Dory. Because, like, you probably don't want to do that attack, like, ever. Boss's orders. Okay. Shuffle draw 6 or draw 5? Probably draw 5, honestly. Oof. So 60 times 5. Yeah, they're gonna knock out. Dang. Alright, I lost that fast, huh? This is a fun little deck that they have built. I like it. I like it a lot. I like this deck. Okay. Ouch. Yeah, I think next week I'm going to be doing a meta deck stream, so just before Worlds, that way we can kind of learn what we're expecting to see from Worlds. I'm going to talk to Varios and try to glean any information I can from them, and yeah, it should be a fun time. I like this deck. I am going to concede, though. But I like what they got brewing. That's fun. That's fun. That's really fun. I like that. I really do. I'm a little upset I didn't think of it, but it's, in all fairness, I probably wouldn't have. That's a fun deck. That is a deck that I wouldn't mind playing myself. I just wish I knew where to get the list. Like, right, can't, yeah. So I think we gotta put that to bed. Just like I gotta put Quad Lord to bed, and that never panned out. I almost like that Heatran. 120, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from burned Pokemon. Like, 50-50 whether they heal from burn, but like, you know, could be fun. Man, I just scroll past all the new Pokemon so fast, you know? I feel like I've really done what I can with this set. I don't know if there's much more I can do with this set. I tried to build Vikavolt, that didn't go anywhere. It's too difficult with the special energy requirement, you know? So all I can think of is like maybe we take like an older Pokemon and we see if we can do something with it in new light, or I jumped to the GLC format. I had a lot of fun at GLC yesterday, so I don't know. This Arbok. I did never get around to building it. Do I need to make an Arbok 2-cannon deck? 2 cannons right there. I don't know. Seems crazy. Okay, and with this we want Perilous Jungle, of course. Do we throw in Magmortar also so that we can get some extra damage counters from the burn? Maybe just a 2-2 of Magmortar, you know? What else do we want? We need a counter to Festival Ground so that people can't be immune. And we're going to need Enhanced Hammer. Well, Perilous Jungle, I guess, is our counter to Festival Grounds. What else? What else can we do here? What's the special Dark Energy? I forget. As long as Dark Energy this is attached to it, prevent all damage done to it by attacks from your opponent's Pokemon. Love it. Yes, thank you. Some Dark Energy. We could throw on the Punk Helmet So if they do get to attack one of my Arbok, they take damage. You know? You know? Just double checking. Yes, Arbok is Dark type. You can never be too sure nowadays, you know? Let's see. For draw, we can totally run to Dunsparce. Sure, we'll run the 70 HP one. Why not? And I'm going to throw in one to Dunsparce EX just for funsies, you know? Have a little fun with that. We probably don't need Janine's Secret Art. We do need air balloons. Oh my gosh. It's right there. Why'd I even search for it? It was right there. Lily. Of course, Lily. Boss, of course. I would love to throw 3 in, so we're going to see if we can skate by with 3. Lana's Aid, as always. What else do we want? Let's check out our ace spec. I'm thinking Secret Box is going to be it, but it could be something else. Like Deluxe Bomb. That could be a fun one. Hyper Aroma. That could be a fun one. Let's throw that in. Yeah, we haven't done our Pokemon search. Duh. Pad. Bunch of pads. And some buddies. 3 buddies. Yeah, 3 buddies. And what, 2 Ultra Balls? Or just Hilda's? Yeah, let's go 2 Hilda's. There we go. Let's see how we do, you know? It's been a while since I've played Arbok. I love this Arbok. Honestly, I might make a dark GLC deck if I get to play this Arbok more, you know? That sounds fun. Although I bet dark GLC has a lot better options than that, you know? Do you want to go first? Yes. We are a stage 1 deck. Of course we want to go first. And we start Ekans. That's awesome. Dunsparce. We got Hyper Aroma, so we can get our Arbok. And that's about all we'll be grabbing with that Hyper Aroma, apparently, because we don't have any more basics. Well, we do, but we've got the Dunsparce right there, so. We get Shadowy Darkness Energy. Punk Helmet. End turn. The only way I'll keep this hand is if I top deck Buddy Buddy, so I'm able to Hyper Aroma for 3 stage 1s. Okay, we're playing up against Slow King, probably. Hi, Sophie. You don't have to claw at the door, you know. You could just stay in here. Yeah. With me. Anyways. Yep, it's Slow King. Well, I guess it could be Slow Bro, but I don't know why you'd play that. And I do top deck Buddy Buddy. That's kind of crazy. That is kind of crazy. So, yeah. Hyper Aroma. Grab 2 Arbok. Grab a Dunsparce. Done. Arbok. Dunsparce. And, Panic Poison. Taking 30, they're confused. They flip Heads on Burn. That's too bad. That's too bad. Yeah, if I get a second energy onto this Arbok, then I can just one-shot everything in their deck. Well, everything that's weak to darkness, being Specterior and Slowkings. Quailfish. Which one? If anything, I would think Pecarunt more, but which Quailfish? Do we have multiple Quailfish, or is it just the one with Venoshock? Buddy Buddy Poffin. No? But we will play down Arbok and the Dunsparce, and then play Lilies. So no boss, but that's fine. I think. Do we just get the knockout, or no? We play it safe. We play it a little bit safe. Poke Pad to grab Magmar. Play that down. And we're looking good right now, so I am just going to Panic Poison. They stay burned. Awesome. They take 10 poison. They've got 50 hit points left. Okay. So they'll take 30 coming back into my turn. Right, Quailfish. Yeah, just Venoshock. And if it's damaged, it poisons. Or are you talking about for GLC? Because that would probably work for GLC. But then I would need that Fighting Fury belt. And so I wouldn't want to give it to you. Just saying. Okay. Doesn't look like... I don't know. It's nothing. Heads on Burn. Alright. Let's do Hilda. We'll do Magmar and a basic Dark. Say that there. Do I Dunsparce? Or do I hold off? Like... I already played a supporter, so... They're gonna get what they need this turn. Panic Poison. I was thinking if I just wait, maybe they don't have the energy that they need. Why did I attach that energy to the active? I should have attached it to the bench. That was a mistake. But okay. We'll figure it out. It's fine. Because that would have been their Slowking. What do they have on top of their deck for their attack? Kyurem? Or is it something else? Might be something else. Who knows? Ultra Ball? Alright. So, whatever the second card is that they chose for their Cypher Maniacs, Mega Kanga. That's interesting. To have that in the deck. Very interesting. Academy at Night. And then Seek Inspiration. Kyurem. They won't get a knockdown. Nice. It does 110 3 times. Yeah. Shadowy Darkness Energy for victory! That didn't mean draw another one. Runaway draw. Okay. Perilous Jungle. Punk Helmet. Dark Energy. Runaway draw. Okay. Air Balloon onto the Magmortar. Runaway draw. I get Poke Pad. That can get me a Dunsparce. And then Darkness Fang, and I will knock out the Slowking. Although I think if I did my Panic Poison, I would have gotten that knockout too. They had 40. Between my burn and my poison, how much am I doing? Like 80? And then that would have been to status conditions, so if they had anything that was if your opponent knocked out a Pokemon. Yeah. Alright, let's check in on the poll. 6 votes. 2 people are saying they are trying for Worlds next year. I'd love to hear from you. If you don't want to say something in the chat, you can reach out to me on Discord. So they're going to recover that. And I'm going to boss Zors and knock out the Slowpoke. Do you think they're going to quit after that? I think so. But what do you think? Yeah, so this is 3 more, so that's 50. Then Poison does 1 plus 2 more, that's 80. Yeah, I can get the knockout on Slowpoke without using my second attack. Okay, they attached the active. That's an interesting choice. Because now it's making me think that I might want to go for the Kanga. They don't have any energy in the discard, so they can't, let's go ahead and Runaway draw. They can't, Wondrous Patch. And yeah, let's go ahead and Panic Poison. Yes. So that's going to do 80. And they're confused. And they flip Tails on Burn. So that's going to be another 80, meaning they'll be at 160 damage. There's the Slowking. They could Crispin energy on, but that would be weird. They would also need Latias to get Mega Kanga out of the active. But kinda whoever they put damage on, or whoever they put energy on this turn, I'm gonna knock out. Okay. I'm gonna focus on Mega Kanga. Now I may not knock out Mega Kanga, but I will Panic Poison again redoing the burn if they flip out of it, all that stuff. I would just like to follow those of you that are going for Worlds this year. I'd love to follow your journeys, you know, hear about the decks you're playing, hear about how you're doing at leagues and everything. Like, I would just love to hear that. Okay, they flipped out of burn. 140. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I guess I will just Panic Poison again. Yes, because I want to hold on to boss. Nice. So if they don't get out of the active, when it becomes my turn, they will be knocked out. They can attach one more energy to either attack or to retreat. But then it's just an easy 3 prizes sitting on the bench. I can one-shot this Slowking and then Boss's Orders up the Kanga and knock it out too, you know? Recycle energy. Interesting. That's usually for Slowking, so very interesting. So they'll have to flip for confusion before they attack. Specterior. Discard all energy from your Pokemon. Place 12 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. Okay. Why'd they do that? I can still just boss KO Kanga, you know? Guess what I'm gonna do? Boss KO Kanga. 70 damage. Yes. At the very least, Arbok makes such a fun Pauper deck. Now, this deck wouldn't be Pauper because of Magmortar and Dunsparce, but you could probably figure out a way. Special red card. Oh no! Thanks. That was a pretty good hand that you just put me into. So I appreciate that. Now you can like Wondrous Patch, attach, and switch, and get an attack off. But then I'll just put Arbok up and knock out the Slowking. So like, I don't really know what they're planning on doing. Now, is Arbok the choice for Worlds? I would probably say no. But it would be funny. I'd love to see someone playing Arbok at the World Championships. That would make my day. What a terrible time to get telepathic energy. Or do they have 2 Wondrous Patches? I'm surprised they didn't attach to the Slowking, because like they would have had it then. So, oh well. Second Arbok, go! Ekans. Dunsparce. Darkness Fang. Kaboom! But Arbok 2 Cannon might make a fun deck. You know? Fun Pauper deck. Man, I miss Arbok. Arbok's just so much fun. The panic poison, you know? Sophie? No need to bark. You're okay. You're okay, girl. You're okay. Tails never fails. Let's go. Yes, I want to go first. Alright, things are picking up a little bit, you know? Things are picking up a little bit. No basics. Alright, no basics still. 2 mulligans. They did 2 mulligans. And I'm doing a 3rd mulligan. Do I hear a 4th? How about a 5th? 6 mulligans. No, just a 3rd. Okay. Ekans. Dunsparce. Done. End turn. That's all I can do. Call for family? Oh no. What do you think? Should I Lily or Hilda? Hilda and I can like go, but Lily, I have a chance of setting up future turns. So we're gonna Lily. Okay. Okay. Alright, alright. We're not doing too bad right now. Runaway draw. We get Arbok. But they're gonna evolve next turn, and I know that. And they know that I know that. So should I? I'm gonna play that there. And end turn. And now if they don't evolve next turn, boy, will I look funny. Holy cow. Yeah, they're evolving. They are straight up evolving. They're gonna deal 90 and mill me 2 cards. Mega Skarmory. Oh no. Another 3 prizer. What will I do? We're just waiting for them to finish. Oh. Look at that, they can do big damage now. When I play Arbok EX, they're gonna look so foolish. Foolish, I tell you. Foolish. Dang, those were actually good cards. Should I Lana's Aid for them? Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. Enhanced Hammer. Okay. Let's go Dunsparce. Sure, I'm gonna Lana's Aid for them. Nice. We get all that back. Ekans, Magmar, Arbok, Air Balloon onto the Magmar. Runaway Draw. Double Poke Pad. Okay, that's an option. Poke Pad, Dunsparce. And yeah, we're gonna Poke Pad for a Dunsparce. Or should we try to make our burn better? I'm gonna risk it. I am going to risk it. We're gonna play down Magmar. Panic Poison. So then our burn will be doing 80. And if we can get our Stadium to stick, then our poison will do 30, so that would be 110 each between turns. That's really good. That's really good. They're going to knock out my Arbok if they flip heads. But first they got to flip heads. Or retreat, I guess, is another option. Waste all that energy, you know? Yeah, they could retreat. I mean, I'm going to get them with the Panic Poison next turn, but they could retreat. They bring in the Tang, and then they're going to bump it into Metagross. Yep. They're going to run into the same problem. Okay, so Magmar there. That's a special energy, so I'm going to Hilda. For Magmortar and a dark energy. Panic Poison. Nice. So they will be knocked out if they don't retreat. And that's going to cost them 3 more energy. Now, I assume they gotta play Energy Recycler. I assume. But I also know Metal decks play a very high amount of Metal Energy to hit Metang constantly. So, like, I don't know if they play energy recycler. I feel like they've got to, you know, because the energy is so important for their strategy. But I'm okay if they keep discarding and have to rebuild it. Especially when they evolve stuff into Metagross, you know? Yeah. Dang, they hit heads. I was hoping they would hit tails, honestly. Go, Ekans! Hey, they healed from burn. That's huge. Oh, yeah. Poison. Alright, enhanced hammer. Interesting choice. You know, Lana's Aid. Just go 1, 2, 3. Play that there. Play that there. Play this here. And Panic Poison. Dang, they heal from burn. That's too bad. Oh. Really? They hit heads. Congrats to them. They sure are doing that a lot, aren't they? Alright, Ekans, come on, let's go. Punk Helmet. Lily. I whiff on the evolution. Dang. That's rough. He's already confused and poisoned, so I don't know. Why was there a coin flipped? What was that coin for? Wait, the attack is on a coin flip? Oh, it is. Reading the card explains the card. They just need one more energy and they can retreat, and if they do that, they win. So, at least in my opinion, they win. Treating Mega Skarmory, I'm guessing. Okay. Who are they knocking out? Okay. Beautiful. Love seeing that heads. I don't know what they could be grabbing right now. I guess they're looking for a switch, maybe? Or maybe they're counting their energy to know if Metal Maker will, you know, be able to hit enough Jumbo Ice Cream. That's a fine choice, I guess. Just your current Excadrill doesn't have any damage on it. Or it doesn't have any energy on it, and you need 3 energy. So they hit 1. How many did they hit here? 2. Okay, so now they can Jumbo Ice Cream. Tails. Beautiful. Now, Arbok top deck. Nope. Dang. And they just need 1 more energy to retreat to their Mega Excadrill. So, dang. I think I got too greedy early on. I played too many poke pads just to get to Dunsparce out. Just to get Dunsparce out. Not to Dunsparce, but Dunsparce out. And I think that really sunk me. Tool Scrapper, okay. It's not like it's gonna make or break me, you know? Alright, the deck for Worlds. Moltres and Lily's Clefairy. That's what you need. That'll win your Worlds. Man, I wasn't going to draw into anything. That way you'll have Moltres, single energy, does I believe 110 if your opponent's active is an EX. And then so you're 2-shotting Mega Excadrill, and then Lily's Clefairy to take care of Dragapults. That was weird. Something fell. Let me show you. So we've got this Moltres that does 110 if your opponent's active Pokemon is a Pokemon EX. You know? We get some Lily Clefairy going on in here, you know? Let's see. No, Prism Energy is only for basics, right? Yeah, perfect. We can play those. We can play a couple of these. And a couple of those. We'll throw in Crispin. Some Crispins. What else do we want? Crispin, we can love it. Lily, of course. We're going to throw in Lily's Pearl to just try to, you know, make it take a little bit longer for them to get the full knockouts that they need. Ultra Balls. What stadium should we play? Battle Cage, that was a silly question. We're going to play Shaman. Patrat. Psyduck. Perfect. What else? What else? Air balloons. Maybe. Or retreats. Oh, maybe not. It's just a single energy. That's not too difficult. Let's throw in some black belt. That way we can do extra damage, you know? Yeah. Yeah, some boss. That way we can target down the right Pokemon. Do we want some Bangles? That way our Moltres can do a little bit extra. Wait, can I exchange for these? No. Okay. No. What else do we want? A-Spec Maxim Belt? Yeah. What else do we want? We do want some disruption, but I feel like we still need more from our deck here. Like, do we have any good basic support or basic search? I don't think so. Just Precious Trolley. Sure, let's do Precious Trolley instead of Maximum Belt. Then we will do Petrol. We'll do Night Stretcher. And Judge. There we go. There we go. That's my world's winning deck. Calling it now. Calling it now. Sometimes you just gotta get the bad ideas out. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Now, if this is not Dragapult or Excadrill, we lose. If it's one of those, we have a chance. We're playing 8 tools. Do we want to go first? That's such a difficult question. I'm gonna say no. No, we don't need it. No, we're better than that. We don't need to go first. We don't need your handicap. We can win without it. Alright, there we go. We got Lily's Clefairy in the active. We can do 20 damage. Genesect. Aw, man, if we did start with Moltres. Just Prism Energy, attack, knockout. 2 prizes. Thank you. That would have been great, wouldn't it have been? Aw, man. Would have been great. Okay. Boss's orders. Psychic Energy. End turn. Huge moves. Huge moves. You've never seen this before type of action. Maybe we should throw in 4 copies of Poke Pad, you know? That way we can search out our pokes. You know those are important. Drillbur. Drillbur. Good news is I can knock out Beldum now. Can't knock out Matang. I need 1 more Pokemon on the bench. Theirs or mine. Come on. Come on, Ultra Ball. Or a Pokemon of any type. Come on. You've got this. Let's go. It's me, by the way. I'm going to Worlds. Oh, cool. I look forward to hearing about your journey. Please, after every league or anything you go to, any event you go to, please let me know what deck you played and how well you did. There's the game, everyone. Congratulations. Dang. Dang-a-dee dang. Sometimes you just have bad luck, you know? That's all that was. That was just bad luck. If it was a best out of 3, I would have had it. Why show Patrat out of all the cards? Right. It's the active deck, so I can't. Cool. Now delete it. But no, I do actually like Camera Up for Worlds. I think that's going to be a good pick, personally. What deck do I want to build? Let's see, what does poison? Mega Drowgy. Oh yeah. That would be a deck that I would want to physically build, I think. I just don't think it's popular. It may not be good enough. Oh, right, I was gonna look up something real quick. Okay. So we got that going. Okay, back to here. I don't know what to build. Which is sad, because, like, we still have, like, a month before the 30th anniversary comes out, and that would bring new decks for me to build. So... I don't know. But we're gonna play Slowbro, and see how well we do. Alright, let's get started. Okay. Okay. We got Slowpoke. We got Brock Scouting. We're going second, right? Yeah. Okay. So I think we're going to Brock Scouting for a Slowpoke and a type Null. And attach the Psychic Energy to the bench Slowpoke. Now, we're going up against a single prize deck. That is rough for us, honestly. We'll see how well we can do. But I don't have high hopes. Because the whole point of Slowpoke is that you can do a lot of damage for very little energy. Slowpoke and type Null. Play those down. This goes there. End turn. Rare candy, of course. Of course they'd have Alakazam turn 2. That's okay, that's okay. We can still deal. We can still deal. Depending on what we top deck. We should be fine for the most part, but depending on what we top deck. Guide Me at Night would be nice. Be real nice. The no hand Pokemon versus the all the hand Pokemon. Let's see how it goes. Ooh. Ooh. Really? Oh, that's too bad. It was the exact type of card that we don't want. Although I could do that for Ultra Ball. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dang. No. I could do that for Secret Box and not search anything. Or search very little. We prized Secret Box. Perfect. Exactly what I was hoping for. We're gonna grab Ultra Ball. Go 1, 2. Done. We're gonna grab Lily. Done. Then we're gonna Ultra Ball. 1, 2. Done. For Bro. Play Bro. Play Energy. All out attack. Kablamo. Lana's Aid, that's a good one for us. Because if they knock out Slowbro, I can just Lana's Aid for like everything. For these 3 cards again. And play them all immediately. Again, depending on what we top deck. But we got first KO. So if we can just stay ahead of the game, we'll win. We'll win. Do they still not have energy? Holy cow. Calico, how many energy does Alakazam play? Aerial draw. Yeah, yep. Okay. Have they played their supporter yet? Doesn't look like it. No, they haven't. They got the Dunsparce. They're using their supporter for Dawn. Okay. I mean, if I don't win by taking my prizes, maybe I'll win by them just decking out, you know? Maybe they forgot to put energy in this deck. You never know. Nope, there it is. Okay. They were just waiting for dramatic effect. Really? Okay. 4 to 5 usually, 4 of the special and 1 basic. Failing the telepathic search is fascinating. I would have expected them to get at least 1 Abra out, you know? Slowpoke. For Lana's aid. Slowpoke, Slowbro, energy. Slowpoke. Slowbro. Energy. All out attack. Of course they're going to move the energy onto type null. They should. They can't deck out with Dunsparce? Yeah, you can. It's unlikely, but you can. It's difficult, but you can. Buddy Bite Poffin. Okay, we can play that pretty easily, so that's not going to clog up our hand. Really, if they don't knock out Slowbro, that might be a problem. Because then we'll need an energy, you know? Nope, alright. They're probably knocking out Slowbro. Unless they Bossazors up the Slowpoke and knock it out, that would be another good move. What do we top deck? Rellor. Dang, that is one card that does not help us right now. But we'll grab Poke and nick it. And we can't retreat. All we can do is yeet. Alright, now they are ahead on prizes. This deck's just not built to take on single prizers. It's meant to take on multiple prizers. That way I can go behind and then catch up. I can't do that against Alakazam. That is what makes Alakazam such a good deck, but yeah, I can't do that. Who knows? Maybe 06 will bail me out of here. I mean, I see that they got the Dunsparce on the bench, so I doubt it will, but you never know. Hoo boy! Look at all that. Holy cow. Alright. End turn. Okay. I gotta put up Relor. Unless I top deck a Hilda or Silvally to get me a Hilda, like, yeah, it's kind of pointless. So I gotta put up Relor. Dang it. Dang it. So close to what I needed. But nope. If you play one more card that's not an attack, I'm conceding. Yep. I do have kind of the worst luck, I feel, going up against players online. It's like, oh, I'm just hitting nothing but Excadrill. All right, let me change up my strategy. Oh, now I'm hitting the exact thing that counters me. Like, do you want to go first? Yes, I do. No basics. There we go. Slowpoke. Rock Scouting, okay. Yeah, we can do A energy. Now, if they get Lunatone out, I'm just dead. So, let's see if they get Lunatone out. Gravity Mountain. Fighting Gong. Alright, now they just need an energy. Do they have the energy? They did. Do they have another one? This is actually probably a good matchup for me because I'm guessing they're playing Lucario. This is just a bad start, yeah. You don't even need the Premium Power Pro. All right. This is just going to serve as a little preview for Meta Deck Stream. You know? That's what this is going to be. A little preview. I'm going to play one game with this deck, and we'll see how well I do. Do I want to try out your Slow King deck? I don't know. I wouldn't be against it. You can post in the deck list submissions for me to check out. I know there's a couple decks I still need to go through in deck list submissions. I'm hoping tomorrow I can pre-record a bit of content and then go live playing Beast of Reincarnation tomorrow night. So we'll see how that goes. If I come up against another Alakazam, I lose, right? Mega Kenga. Buddy. Get my buddies out. Growing grass. Mega Kenga. And that's it. So, do I play this? Do I not? I don't think so. End turn. Let's see how we do. Dweepy! Just a little Dweepy. What the heck is that thing? Elgium? What does Behemoth do? And why does it have a gravity gemstone on it? Fossil Quarry? Where are we going with this deck? Holy cow. Wait, they were able to... Okay. Interesting. Let's go Spiky Energy onto Dweeble. And let's play Hilda. So that we can get our Crustle and a Mist Energy done. Crustle's gonna come down. Run Errand. Eerie. Okay. End turn. How do I get... There's one switch in this deck. Why is there no Latias? Well, I guess I understand why, but like... What am I supposed to do? Alright, they found another Mega Kinga. Am I supposed to be more focused on Mega Kinga doing damage also? Like, you know? Okay. Okay. Run errand. In turn. Let's take a look at the rest of their hand. Okay. I saw that 0-6, so I kind of don't want to draw more cards. Yep. Yeah, so let's go ahead and discard that, that, that. Done. Ice cream. We're gonna run errand. Get those. Poke gear. Petrol. Done. Petrol. For Switch. Are you kidding me? We prized the one copy of Switch? Alright, I'm done. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Let me know if you made it to the end of the stream, if you're watching the recording. Because I'd be interested to find out. But anyways, I appreciate each and every one of you. And I will, of course, until next time, keep playing Jank.